Hello, dear students. I'm Professor John Forsyth, and I'm going to demonstrate writing and running some Python code. And I'm using Visual Studio Code to do this, also known as VS Code. Now, this video assumes that you've gone through Chapter 1 of Python Crash Course, the 3rd edition, and you have followed all those instructions, installed Python, installed VS Code, as well as the VS Code Python extension. And so if all of that is done, then you should be ready to follow along. And feel free to pause throughout these series of videos to practice the exercises that I demonstrate. So I've already got a folder that I've created here called Ling360. If I hover over that folder, I have this file icon, File Plus. So if I click on that, it allows me to type the name of a file. So I'm going to create a file called helloworld.py. Enter. And so now that opens a file in my editor window. And on line 1, it shows the line number. I can type the print function in Python, open parentheses, and it adds the close parentheses automatically. And then I can put a message inside there. And in double quotes, I'm going to put the message hello world, classic first programming message. And I need to save the file. Notice this dot. If I don't hover it, it's a dot. If I hover it, it shows the X. But the dot means the file has not been saved since I last created or typed something inside. So if I do Control S on Windows, then it saves and the dot goes away. Now I can run this. It gives me little hints too because I do have the Python extensions, so you can ignore this for now, but this is like more advanced info that can be helpful later. But if I go up to the Run menu and I run without debugging, it opens up this terminal window and shows some extra information. And then right here, it shows the output of my program, this hello world message. So that's great. And now that I have my terminal open, I can also do the same thing from the terminal. So let's type on Windows. Sometimes you need to type py instead of the full Python. In my case, that's what I need to do. You may on Mac or Linux, you may need to type Python 3, which Python 3 is the latest version of Python with subversions. I think we're on 3.12 right now. So in any case, I type py on my particular Python installation, and it opens up the Python interpreter, and I can run the same program. Hello world, and I write it all correctly with my open and close parentheses and end quotation marks, and I hit enter, and it does the same thing, prints hello world. Now if I do this with some type of error, which you're bound to do at some point in your programming career and early on, then it's going to give me some helpful information actually about what the problem is. So notice I do not have the closing double quotes. And if I hit enter trying to run that, at the very bottom it shows me what the problem is. So it's a syntax error, unterminated string literal, detected at line 1. The line number will be more helpful when you're inside a file because sometimes your error can be like, on line 10 or a line further down in the file. And you'll want to make a habit of reading the very bottom line of your error message first. That typically will tell you what the error message is. Sometimes it can be wrong and it's trying to guess, and it can guess wrong. But in this case, it's right. And it shows a little hint here, like where my quotation mark starts, and you can see that I did not finish typing it. Here's where I actually typed it, but the error message reprints my code to kind of give me a good visual of hopefully what the problem is. Okay, so if I fix that as we did previously, it will print hello world. Thanks so much for watching this video, and have a great day.